Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Visible Live. We are season 5, episode number 6, which is completely ridiculous. Oh, look, it looks like I've got a crazy little hat going on today. So what I wanted to talk with you about today is a little bit about why it's really important for you to post different things on social media and have different topics of conversation digitally, in your blogs, through your posts, and things like that. Now, I want you to think back. Good morning, Catherine. I want you to think back to a time where you started to get to know someone. It might have been in a new social group, it might have been online, it might have been as a kid, it could be a partner, whatever it might be. Now, the thing that you've got to think about is you probably, well, most of us, didn't see that person on the opposite side of the room and just go, oh, I'm in, right? I want to be friends with that person, or I want to be involved with that person, or I'm going to marry that person and have their babies. You know, it's usually a bit of a process. So generally what happens is you get to talking with people and then you find some common ground, and then you decide that you like their energy, or they decide that they like your energy, and one thing kind of leads to another and you start to build conversation, right? Good morning, Tamara. Hey, Kelly. Happy Tuesday. So I was talking with a client about this a few weeks ago, and we were chatting about her romantic relationship, where her partner, not her partner back then, was someone who was super attracted to her silliness, the way that she is, her natural personality. She's pretty adventurous, and she's just a whole lot of fun to be around. Plus she plays roller derby, you know, so she has to be awesome. So I wanted to step you through how we translate this online and how we utilize it in your marketing. The thing that I want to share with you first of all, however, is to let you know that just because someone is brought in one way doesn't mean they're not also going to like being a part of the other things that you do and the other things that you talk about. So this is something I prepared a little earlier. And we don't have anything at the top, so you're not missing out on anything here, other than it looks like a really crazy dream catcher or lampshade or something. So in this particular example, the thing was with Chris, so her partner's name is Chris. He was really attracted to her funniness, right? Her humor, her love of life, this adventurous kind of part of her. So he was attracted here. Now what happened was that then he got to know a little bit more about her outlook on life. That's an eyeball. Okay, so if we can zoom in on that. No, we can't zoom in. But I could probably move my little tripod in. Oh, look at that. There we go. That might make it somewhat easier. And it's probably more important you see the pictures than you're seeing me today. So he was attracted to her outlook on life, right? And then really attracted, that's a brain, to the way that she thinks. Then attracted to the light that she brings into the world. I don't know that she likes champagne, but I'm sure she does. So we'll have that in there. How she makes other people feel, right? So this is you in the middle and then the other people around you. And then, of course, all of that then led to him falling in love with her, which is really cute. So the other thing that we've got over here, and I'm just going to put a, what am I going to do? I'm going to put a dollar sign, which doesn't necessarily mean money in this particular scenario that I'm talking about, but it does mean it represents your product, right? Your thing. Okay, so I trust that all kind of makes sense. That needs to move. Oh my God. We're going to move that this way a little bit today. Whoa, and we're playing with the mirroring. So we've got all the fun things happening today. We're utilizing every little bit of technology. So with your stuff, you might find, can I fit another one in? Oh, look at that, I can. So you might be a cat lover, right? And the fact that you are talking sometimes about your cats and your pets and your animals, share your values around what's important. You might also share some thinking about what it is that you're talking about. You will talk about your product sometimes as well. You'll share some of the things that make you laugh, that entertain you. You'll share some of the things that really mean a lot to your heart. You'll bring a lot of light into the world and you'll make people feel good. So what happens is somebody might be attracted in here and then we kind of loop up and they might be, there's nothing there except for like where those little things join, by the way. So then they come over here and then they're like a product. And then what they start to discover is that they really love your heart, right? They really fall, and this is a prospect we're talking about marketing. So your prospects will fall in love with who you are, with how you make them feel, with your outlook on life, along with your thinking, along with the sunshine and the joy that you bring into the world, and of course the fact that we like champagne, because, you know, we do. So if you look at that, there's different things that are going to attract people in to your world. Now let me see if I can actually. No, I'm going to have to tip it. Sorry everyone. There we go. That's a little bit better. So they keep kind of coming up into this loop. So we loop up. This is the thing that binds you, right? So this is you. Oh, you can't even see that. That says you up the top there. And then we've got all of these little branches. So the really important thing that you want to think about with all of this is that you're sharing different things, because there are ways that you can link your humor into your product. You can focus on the fact that you celebrate, which is really great, which ties into your thinking, which ties into how you are at your heart, how you bring light into the world, how you bring your animals in, and all of that kind of thing. So the thing with all of that, that's really great. Okay, so I just wanted to establish that first and foremost. All right. If you need to take a screenshot of that, quickly do it, because it's going to be rubbed off. Ready? Okay, cool. So the other thing that we've got to think about is that, you know, not everyone is going to like what you like, and not everyone is going to resonate with the stuff that you put out there, which is totally fine. The thing that you also want to be looking at though is sharing the different, this light's really terrible, sorry about that. Sharing different parts of you as well. So I've talked a lot about this is a disco ball, in case you were wondering. So we've got the disco ball, which is another visual tool for you to be able to utilize, both for you and for when it comes to you crafting your audience, working out what it is that they like, right? So you might really love, for instance, this is going to be about you for now. You might love 5-star hotels. You might also really love camping. So using this as an example, over Christmas, if you're going camping, you'll share some photos, or if you hate camping, you'll share some photos, and what you'll do is some people will be like, oh wow, like these people really, this person really loves camping. You know, maybe they're kind of aligned with me. Or you might post some stuff around the fact that you love 5-star things, and, you know, maybe they'll be aligned with that. Alternatively, you might really love, I love this, you know, really love Kmart bargains, right? Totally amazing. Or you might like Louis Vuitton, for argument's sake. You might also really love spending loads of money on presents and gifts for other people, or you might like spending not very much. It depends on what you're doing. So what this enables you to do is to be able to share different facets of you online, understanding that not everyone is going to be attracted in because of that or that or that, right? They'll be brought in for different reasons. What they want to see though, and what the other diagram showed you earlier, if you're just joining us live, you'll have to go back and watch the replay because I'm not going to redraw it. The thing is that it shows you being a multi-dimensional person, right? People buy from people. People buy from people. That's a bit better. People buy from people who make them feel good. People buy from people who help them to feel heard, who actually demonstrate the fact that they care. People like to hang out with people who have similar values, who also have similar interests. It is not just about the product that you're selling, right? It's also about how you're making people feel, how you're articulating your knowledge, how you're helping them to achieve a result based on what it is that you do. The next step from this is to really have a think about, for your audience, what does this look like for them? Okay, so for example, you might know that your audience really loves hanging out online and they don't like getting out in person. You might know that they really love camping. You might know that they really love eating clean. You might know a whole bunch of things that are real contrasts. So get the contrast up for your audience as well as for yourself. Now, to help you with this, there are some different categories that you can work through, because if I just say, hey, go and put up a bunch of stuff around this, it can be a little bit confronting, right? And it can be a little bit hard to wrap your brain around. So the categories that I want you to think about are these. If you haven't got a pen, quickly grab one, grab a piece of paper, or you can listen to the replay and write it down next time. Fun, business, relationship, mindset, health, finances, soul/faith. If you know that your people have got a universal outlook, you can put this on here, but maybe they're also super introspective, right? That's how you would put that in there. Family, social, they're your categories, right? To get up, to think about with your disco ball, what are the contrasts that you can share, as well as sharing in that multi-dimensional umbrella that I shared with you earlier, about really being able to see what it is that you can utilize and how you can draw people back up and then into another kind of loop with you. So that's our live for today. It is short, sharp, and shiny, because I really want you guys actually spending the time on working this out. This is not a quick thing that you'll just knock over in about 10 minutes. It tends to take time and effort. I do step you through this in the book. If you need more information on that, let me know. We do talk about this as well in the Invisible Live, obviously, in May and in August next year. So if you need more information on that, let me know. Otherwise, get out there, go do the homework, go really work out what is it that you can share in the different elements and the different facets of you that is going to help capture someone's attention, bring them into that overall umbrella that is you, and then you can start to share those other things with them as well. All right, my name is Nicola. I hope you have a really amazing day. Get out there, go help some people, and get visible. Talk to you tomorrow.